Hello everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of tie for entering and leaving for basic variable. So, in case if we have already seen in simplex method and big M method. So, one variable is enter and another variable is leave. Sometimes, in case if there is a tie between two basic variable, for example, x1 or s1, s1 or a1, that means decision variable or basic variable में slack variable or surplus variable or artificial variable. So a situation may arise at any iteration when two or more variables column may have exactly the same. So zz minus cj value positive or negative depending upon type of linear programming problem. That means what? If in our table, if the values of zj minus cj, for example, in the column of x1 zj minus cj is plus 5 and the column of x2 zj minus cj is also 5, so there is a tie between x1 and x2 कि हम कौन से वेरिएबल को एंटर करेंगे. सो इन ऑर्डर टू ब्रेक दिस टाई, the selection for key column, that means entering variable, can be made arbitrary. So the first point is that if there is a tie between two decision variable, that means what? If there is a tie between x1 and x2, then the selection can be made arbitrarily because of both variables are decision variable. So we use arbitrary, हम x1 भी ले सकते हैं, x2 भी ले सकते हैं. The second point is if there is a tie between a decision variable and a slack or surplus variable. That means what? Decision variable, that means resources are available, means x1, x2, x3 or xyz. These are a decision variable. And slack and surplus variable means what? Are basic variable s1, s2. So if there is a tie between decision variable or slack variable, for example, our value of x1 is 5 and s1 is also 5, and which variable we enter, x1 or s1, कौन से variable को हम enter करेंगे, then select the decision variable to enter into basis. Okay, that means what? If there is a tie between x1, that means decision variable, or and basic variable s1 or s2, then we use the always decision variable. So our first priority is decision variable, second is basic variable, that means slack or surplus variable, and third one is artificial variable according to our entering. That means what? If we enter any variable, so first we enter decision variable. If decision variable is not available, then we use the slack variable or surplus variable. After that we use the artificial variable according to enter. Okay, and the third is if there is a tie between two slack variable or surplus variable. That means what? If there is a tie between s1 and s2 or s2 and s3, both are slack variable or surplus variable, that means basic variable, then the selection can be made arbitrary. That means what? If there is a tie between decision variable, that means x1, x2, then the selection can be made arbitrarily. If there is a tie between two slack or surplus variable, then the again selection can be made arbitrary. But if there is a tie between decision variable and slack or surplus variable, then our first priority is decision variable. In case there is a tie between slack or surplus and artificial variable, यदि आपका स्लैक वेरिएबल और आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल में टाई अप हो रहा है अकॉर्डिंग टू entering the variable, then we use always slack or surplus variable. After that, a last priority is artificial variable. All these three points are depending upon entering the variable. Okay, next one is tie for living basic variable, that means key row. Type for living basic variable, that means key row. You have already known that how we find the key row. हम key row को कैसे find करते हैं. So in linear programming problem there is a tie between two or more basic variable for leaving the basis, that means minimum ratio to identify the basic variable to leave the basis is not unique, or in which value of one or more basic variables in the solution value column becomes equal to 0. The cause of problem of degeneracy, that means what, कि आपका जो solution constant, the column of the solution constant बिकम इक्वल टू जीरो, यदि वैल्यूज उसकी जीरो आ जाती है दैट मीन्स कि आपका जो प्रॉब्लम है वो डिजेनेरेसी है. सो इन केस ऑफ लीव, यदि किसी वेरिएबल को हमें लीव करना है तो व्हाट इज आवर फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी. फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी इज आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल. एंटरिंग के लिए फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी डिसीजन वेरिएबल, सेकंड इज स्लैक और सरप्लस वेरिएबल, एंड थर्ड वन इज आवर आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल. बट इन केस ऑफ लीव द वेरिएबल, यदि किसी वेरिएबल को लीव करना है then our first priority is artificial variable, second priority is slack or surplus variable, and the last priority is decision variable. That means what, in case our replacement ratio, for example x1 and s1, both rows the replacement ratio value is 10 10, for example 10 10, and the minimum value is 10. So x1 and s1 both values have same values 10 10. So हम किसको लीव करेंगे, obviously हम basic variable s1 को लीव करेंगे. Got it? But in case for example our tie up between s1 and s2, both variables are basic variables, so हम arbitrary किसी को भी यहाँ से लीव कर सकते हैं. And the third one is in case there is a tie between surplus and slack variable and artificial variable, surplus और slack variable और artificial variable, यदि इनमें से there is a tie, so we always leave the artificial variable. That means first priority is artificial variable, second priority is slack or surplus variable, and our third priority is decision variable. But according to entering, our first priority is decision variable, second priority is slack or surplus variable, and the third priority is our artificial variable. So this is very important points for BGAM method. If the problem is maximized, these points is very important according to our BGAM method. If the problem is maximization form, then always we get the values of zj minus cj greater than equal to 0. In case our zj minus cj less than equal to 0, then we make a next new tables and enter variable is largest value with negative sign or minimum value. If problem is minimized, z is to be minimization form, then our zj minus cj always less than equal to 0, but in optimum solution. Okay, but if our zj minus cj greater than equal to 0, then we make the new table and the enter value variable is positive, largest value पॉजिटिव साइन. ओके, दैट मीन्स द बिगेस्ट वैल्यू वाले कॉलम को हम एंटर करेंगे. So this is our BGAM method. Our next topic is formulation of dual linear programming problem. So, what is the dual and primal? So, there are two important forms of primal and dual problem, namely the symmetrical canonical form and the standard form. So, the symmetrical form is, suppose the primal L double P is given in the form maximize z is equal to c1x1 plus c2x2 up to cn xn. This is our objective function. Subject to constraint is a11x1, a12x2 up to a1n xn less than equal to b1, a21x1, a22x2 plus a2n xn less than equal to b2, and the last equation is am1x1 plus am2x2 up to amnxn less than equal to bm. So x1 comma x2 greater than equal to 0. This is the formation of the primal. So then the corresponding dual linear programming problem is defined as, if our primal is maximized, then we write our dual is minimization form. So all these constraint values, all these constraint values in the dual, we write our objective form. Okay, that means what? B1 b2 bn, so b1 y1 plus b2 y2 up to bn ym, and the all coefficient of a decision variable depending on objective function. That means what? C1 c2 cn, all these objective function right here constraint equation. That means what? Constraint equation convert constraint equation we write in objective form, and the objective form write in constraint equation. So our first subject to constraint equation is, these equations are horizontally. In our dual we write vertical. Okay, so a11 y1, a21 y2, am1 ym less than equal to c1. Second equation is a12 y1, a22 y2 up to am2 ym less than equal to second objective function c2. And the last equation is a1n y1, a2n y2 up to am and ym less than equal to cn, and a decision variable y1 comma y2 up to ym greater than equal to 0. In general, the primal dual relationship between a pair of linear programming problem can be expressed as follows. There is some relationship between the primal and dual. A summary of the general relationship between primal and dual LWP is given in the, this is very important points. If we are given in the primal, so how we make the dual, and if given in dual, so how we make the primal problem. So if primal, first is the objective function is to maximization form, then the dual objective function is to minimization form. If primal maximize, then dual minimize. If primal minimize, then dual maximize. Got it? Second one is jth primal variable xj, jth dual constraint yj. That means what? If your objective function, you have three decision variable, so in dual we have three constraint equation. Got it? Third point is ith primal constraint. That means what? If we have five constraint equation in primal, then in dual we have five decision variable in our objective function. Got it? Fourth one is primal variable xj unrestricted in sign. Sometimes in our question, always we write if in any question x1 comma x2 greater than equal to 0. Sometimes we have x1 greater than equal to 0, but x2 is restricted unrestricted in sign. Then those variable unrestricted in sign, then a dual constraint, this numbers equation is equal to type. That means what, कि यदि हमारे प्राइमल में फॉर एग्जाम्पल x1 x2 x3 थ्री डिसीजन वेरिएबल्स हैं एंड x3 is unrestricted in sign given in our question, then our third decision variable is unrestricted in sign, then a dual problem, we write the third constraint equation is equal to type. Which कौन सा डिसीजन वेरिएबल अनरेस्ट्रिक्टेड गिवन है, उस नंबर की इक्वेशन पर आपको इक्वल टू टाइप यूज करना है. Again, the primal constraint is equal to type. For example, in our primal, second constraint equation is equal to type. Then a dual variable, second decision variable is unrestricted in sign. For example, we have the second equation in equal to type in our primal कंस्ट्रेंट प्रॉब्लम. ओके, प्राइमल कंस्ट्रेंट में सेकंड नंबर की इक्वेशन इक्वल टू टाइप में गिवन है. तो ड्यूल में हम क्या करेंगे, इफ y1 and y2 आर अ डिसीजन वेरिएबल in dual problem, so y2 variable is unrestricted in sign. And the last is the primal constraint is less than equal to type according to our maximization function, then dual constraint is greater than equal to type according to our minimization function. So hope so आपको ये रिलेशनशिप समझ में आया होगा. I will continue this topic in our next section. Okay.